Hey there, welcome back to the channel that brings you the most shocking and jaw-dropping stories from the dark underbelly of the criminal world. Today, we've got a real spine-tingler for you. We're delving into the treacherous and cutthroat world of cartels with 3 shocking attacks by cartels on other drug lords and their families. But before we dive into today's heart-pounding content, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell so you never miss out on our videos. Alright, let's jump right into it. Our first shocking cartel attack took place in Matamoros, Mexico and sent shockwaves through the criminal underworld. We're talking about the Mansion Massacre, Los Zetas versus the Gulf Cartel. The origins of this rivalry can be traced back to the early 2000s. Los Zetas were originally formed as a group of highly trained and elite Mexican Army Special Forces soldiers who defected to work for the Gulf Cartel. Their leader at the time, Arturo Guzman de Sena, also known as A1, played a pivotal role in the creation of Los Zetas. The Gulf Cartel initially employed Los Zetas as their enforcers and a military-style wing to protect their drug trafficking interests. Over time, however, Los Zetas evolved into a powerful criminal organization. They expanded their influence and began to engage in drug trafficking and other criminal activities independently. As Los Zetas grew in power, tensions between them and the Gulf Cartel started to escalate. The Gulf Cartel's leadership became concerned about the increasing autonomy of the Zetas and their aggressive approach to drug trafficking. The rivalry between the two groups was further exacerbated by betrayals and disputes over control of drug routes and territories. The Gulf Cartel accused Los Zetas of disloyalty and financial improprieties, leading to a rupture in their relationship. The conflict between Los Zetas and the Gulf Cartel turned violent in the late 2000s. A lot of cruel things had happened, such as public executions and mass killings. But the families of the two cartels had never been touched. In 2010, the ongoing war between the Los Zetas and the Gulf Cartel took a gruesome turn. Heriberto Lacano, the leader of Los Zetas, now organized a shocking attack on his rival, Ezequiel Cardenas Guillen, the head of the Gulf Cartel. Cardenas Guillen was at his luxurious mansion, enjoying a quiet evening with his family when a group of heavily armed Los Zetas members stormed the property. Chaos ensued as bullets flew and the attackers showed no mercy. The family, including Cardenas Guillen's wife and children, found themselves caught in the crossfire. The cartel intended to send a clear message. No one was safe, not even the families of drug lords. Our second shocking attack happened just south of the border in Mexico, Ciudad Juarez. I also like to call it the birthday party bloodshed. In this blood-chilling incident, Los Zetas targeted their rival, the Sinaloa Cartel, in a ruthless manner. In 2008, the world was shocked when a birthday party turned into a massacre in the city of Ciudad Juarez, Mexico. The notorious Joaquin El Chapo Guzman, the leader of the Sinaloa Cartel, was celebrating his son's, Edgar Guzman's, birthday with friends and family when the rival Los Zetas Cartel unleashed a savage attack. Masked gunmen stormed the party, firing automatic weapons and throwing grenades. The violence left the event in shambles, with guests, including innocent bystanders, subjected to a nightmare. El Chapo managed to escape, but the carnage was extensive. The attack demonstrated the audacity and ruthlessness of cartels in their pursuit of dominance, even if it meant targeting a family gathering. The family of El Chapo barely escaped with their life. Why did Los Zetas attack the Sinaloa Cartel, you may ask? Well, one of the primary reasons behind the attack was territorial dispute. These two powerful cartels were vying for control of key drug trafficking routes. It was also a message of intimidation. Attacking a high-profile event like a birthday party attended by members of the Guzman family sent a clear message of intimidation. It demonstrated Los Zetas' willingness to target even the most prominent figures within rival cartels. Such a message was intended to create fear and sow discord among the ranks of the Sinaloa cartel. It's important to note that the precise motivations behind this attack might never be fully revealed. What is clear, however, is that this shocking and brutal attack left a lasting impact on the ongoing drug war in Mexico, leading to further violence and instability in the region. Now, for the grand finale, our third shocking attack takes us deep into the heart of Tijuana, Mexico. This one straight out of a Hollywood thriller. We are talking about the Narvaez family massacre. Tijuana Cartel versus Arellano Felix organization. In the early 1990s, the Tijuana Cartel and the Arellano Felix organization, two powerful Mexican drug trafficking organizations, were locked in a brutal turf war for control of the lucrative drug trade routes along the US-Mexico border. The tension between the two cartels resulted in a series of shocking and violent attacks, one of which became infamously known as the Narvaez family massacre. In 1994, Juan Jesus Posadas Ocampo, a Catholic cardinal, was murdered during a shootout at the Guadalajara International Airport. The death of Juan made tensions bigger between the two cartels. The Tijuana cartel believed that the Arellano Felix organization was responsible for the cardinal's death and sought revenge. During this tumultuous time, Jorge Hank Ron, a prominent and controversial businessman with ties to the Arellano Felix organization, was targeted by the Tijuana cartel. Ron was not only a major player in the Mexican business and political scene, but was also suspected of having connections to the drug trade. In May 1997, a shocking and brutal attack occurred. Armed gunmen affiliated with the Tijuana cartel stormed the Ron family residence in Tijuana, Mexico. The attack left Jorge Hank Ron's brother, Carlos Hank Ron, dead, along with his wife and one of their bodyguards. The violence that unfolded in the Ron family home was nothing short of a massacre. The attack on the Ron family sent shockwaves through Mexico and the international community. It highlighted the audacity and the ruthlessness of the cartels in their quest for dominance and revenge. The Arellano Felix organization vowed to avenge the attack, leading to prolonged and deadly conflict between the two rival cartels. These real-life incidents of cartel attacks reveal the ruthlessness and brutality that characterizes the criminal underworld. The aftermath of these attacks often leads to retaliatory actions, perpetrating a cycle of violence that takes an enormous toll on innocent civilians, law enforcement officials, and rival cartels. The impact of these events extends far beyond the immediate victims, leaving communities in fear and chaos. In the years following these attacks, the authorities have struggled to contain the violence, and the criminal world remains an unpredictable and perilous place where shocking acts of violence continue to be carried out by drug cartels. The true cause of this criminal enterprise is borne not only by those directly involved, but also by the communities that are forced to live in fear and the families forever scarred by these shocking attacks. Whew. That's a wrap on today's video into the world of cartel attacks on other drug lords. The real-life stories of violence and retribution are nothing short of a Hollywood blockbuster, but they serve as a grim reminder of the brutal reality these criminals face. If you've been captivated as we have by these stories, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and share it with your fellow true crime enthusiasts. And of course, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss another video of Outlaws Inside. Thanks for tuning in, and remember, stay safe out there because the world can be a dark and dangerous place.